Hello there. I hope everybody's been doing well. I know I haven't exactly talked to you guys in a while, but we'll get to that. In the meantime, in between time, however, I'm currently editing MomoCon stuff because MomoCon ended a couple weeks ago. Came away with some interviews, did some panels, wonderful time, and I just want to get that content out to you. But life has been life, and so what are you gonna do? So I figured as I edit and work this stuff out, I talk to you guys about Star Wars The Acolyte. Because if some of y'all know me like I think you know me, then you know I love me some War in the Stars. After the intro, we're going to get to it, so stay right there. Welcome everybody to a kind of impromptu episode of JB versus the World. I'm your host JB, and yeah, we're going to talk Star Wars. You see the title down there. Y'all see like the videos I've done in the past about Star Wars. You know I love this franchise. You know I breathe this franchise. And this is like the first foray into Star Wars where there's no like timeline or anything really involved into the main movies or anything like that. This is its own thing. And like honestly, this is the most excited I've been about a Star Wars project in forever. No, like seriously. I mean like schoolgirl levels of like squealing. Just, it's embarrassing. I don't want to get into it. And I just wanted to take a minute to just talk about it with you guys. Spoiler alert. Like if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, like I know the 3rd episode is up as of this recording. Well, as of like this is being posted. But spoiler alert is now in effect. I'm gonna talk about some stuff, so yeah. Also, like I'm just gonna let some stuff fly out of my mouth. I know I'm kind of like edit myself to be kind of kid friendly here on this channel, but I got some shit to say, so I'm gonna let some stuff fly. So forgive me in advance, children. All right, order the first. The cast: Amandla Stenberg, Lee Jung Jae, Daphne King, Jodie Turner-Smith, who hasn't appeared yet, Carrie-Ann Moss. Like, this is a pretty solid cast. And just based on the first 2 episodes, I have 0 complaints about the way this episode was acted. I thought this was really just solid. Again, this is part of the spoilers, so just bear with me here. Lee Jung Jae, who was the main character in Squid Game, was a standout here, but Amandla Stenberg just... not just trying to sell believability as one character, but 2 characters at the same damn time. Like, and oh, man, I'm with it, and I'm with her as the lead character, and just kind of just being a part of Star Wars. Like, she's a fantastic actress, and I'm glad that she's here. Daphne King, who like was Lord Kenny X-23 in Logan, growing up, making me feel a little old, was involved as Lee Jung Jae's Padawan, Jackie. We stand Jackie around here, but yeah, everybody's done like a fantastic part so far. Like 10 out of 10, no notes on the acting. It is what it is. And that's a thumbs up, by the way, on the first 2 episodes in terms of like the acting and whatnot. Let's talk about the story. I think the story has been pretty by the numbers so far. I don't think there's anything like to get up in arms about or anything to really get upset about either, because when it comes to the story, we got our main character. We find out what's going on with her. We find out about, well, our alternate main character as well. There's a mystery about what's going on, and just trying to bring our characters together so we can solve this damn thing. And that's literally it. I know some people have like said online that like the Acolyte sucks and these episodes are weak and whatnot. It's the worst thing ever in Star Wars. And it's like, how? How could you base that off of like these 2 episodes where they just kind of just are walking us along in this story? If I do have any critiques about it, I will say that the twin reveal was kind of rushed. They could have drug that out a little bit. And there were some other things, even with the Jedi Master played by the guy who played Tommen in Game of Thrones. Man, that guy's really got to stop killing himself on TV shows. But yeah, other than like kind of dragging out that mystery, like who done it and what done, and just putting a little bit more pressure on Osha to, I don't know, just be like a prisoner in the moment and just kind of just be like, did you kill him? Did you not kill him? That felt like a missed opportunity. But we'll have 8 episodes, so I could let that slide. Still give it a thumbs up. A lot of ground to uncover, especially when it comes to the mystery of who done it way back in the past and why she wants to kill the Jedi that she wants to kill, May, and just her involvement with who's her Dark Lord and whatever. Like, there's a whole lot of this left to be uncovered, and 2 episodes, of course, doesn't tell us everything. So, yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up tentatively, but you know, there's a lot more, and you know, we got to finish the story here before I can tell anything conclusive. So stay tuned for that. I should have did this after I talked about the acting, but I love these characters so far. Not even gonna hold you. Amandla Stenberg is such a good actress. Like, I don't know, she just, the duality she brings to May and Osha, and how they're just, you know, they look alike, but they're just so different, and how she carries herself, even the way she moves, her facial expressions, everything is different. And May and Osha just are just that. They're 2 different characters, and they're very layered, and they have their own motivations, their own experiences, and just them being separated and just having to act like it, like, and what they're going through and what happened to them, and how May is like this badass, like, Force assassin, Sith acolyte. She's the acolyte, by the way. And what was I saying, May? I don't know. The good twin. The good twin is just kind of just like chill and kind of low key and really just want to be out of the way and just minding her own business. And she's telling me she has this connection with Soul, and I love Soul as a Jedi Master. Like, I know that the intention was to give Qui-Gon vibes, and definitely did that with these 2 episodes. The Jedi historically have always been stiffs, and in the High Republic here, like, they're still very stiff. And I think Manny Jacinto's Jedi Knight Yord is a good example of that stiffness. Like, and he's willing to take his lightsaber at all times. He's very like ironing his robes and by the book of protocol, like, don't get too close or I'll take out my lightsaber. And it's like, man, I really wish that guy would touch some grass, because like, it's not that deep, bruh. It's not that deep. You can calm down a little bit. Oh, side note, Lee Jung-jae learned English in 4 months for this role, so that's also like very impressive. It has nothing to do with like the characters or anything, but characters get a thumbs up, by the way. But yeah, I just want to share that tidbit because I think that's pretty cool. 4 months learn English. Do you know how hard it is to learn English? Like, I know, like, you know, we speak it, so it's like, it's regular for us, but for somebody else who doesn't speak it, you know how hard it is to speak English? It's crazy. But that's enough about that. Personal enjoyment, I love this. And the reason why I do love it is because, like, there's no Skywalkers, there's no Palpatines, there's no Trade Federation, there's no Empire. Like, this is its own thing, and it's still Star Wars. We got great action from these first 2 episodes. Man, I've always been a fan of like the High Republic Jedi, because like they are the drippiest of Jedi. Like, that faucet stay running, bruh. Like, the robes are so clean. And we got a Wookiee Jedi. What? I love there's a bit of a mystery and a whodunit and what's going on with it, and yeah, like, it's pretty freaking awesome, man. Like, what are we talking about? It's its own thing without being its own thing, and we're getting something different. Like, how could you hate that? Like, and I love the Skywalkers. Like, Luke Skywalker is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. That's just what that is. But getting a completely different Star Wars tale that has its own characters, and it seems like it's going to be self-contained, and we're just gonna get our 8 episodes and we're out. Like, let me have that. Like, and with the possibilities of being ended, like, the only thing that I know for sure coming at the end of this series is that Chewbacca's still alive somewhere, Yoda's alive somewhere, Maz Kanata's alive somewhere, and Grogu's gonna be born in about 40 years. And that's enough for me. I don't like whatever happens to May, Osha, Soul by the end of this. I don't know. So I'm cool with that. Give me more of that. Put that in my veins because I like different. So personal enjoyment, of course, that's a thumbs up because I'm really loving this so far. 2 episodes. I think I've seen every episode, like both episodes, about 2-3 times at this point. So yeah, give me that. Now, what I don't like are the regular cast and crew of Star Wars fans that have something negative to say. Because they always got something negative to say. And for those of you who aren't in the know, I'll tell you, nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. That's tale as old as time. They always have something to complain about. So by and large, they'll tell you, this show sucks. This show is woke. This show is a 6-pack of ass. When the reality is, it's only been 2 episodes. Well, 3, by the time this video drops. There's only been 2-3 episodes of this whole thing. So how could you possibly determine that one thing sucks? Because there was fire in space? You don't like how a Jedi was killed by a knife in the heart? No. No. A lot of the complaints they'll make, what they won't be honest about is that is rooted in sexism, racism, and misogyny. And that is the gospel truth about it. What they won't really say out loud is that they don't like that the show was created by Leslye Headland, who is a lesbian, Amandla Stenberg, who was black, also identifies as non-binary, also LGBT in terms of sexual preference, and yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that there's not a white male lead character amongst the principal cast. And if you look at the complaints, like especially on Twitter, and if you see these, like what they got to read, what they have to say, a lot of the common thread is that they are basement dwelling, know nothing, need to touch some grass, white dudes. And that's just the matter. That's the crux of the matter. That's the truth. The show is not awful. Like, you can, if you want to say it's not the best Star Wars thing you've ever seen, then that's a fair take. Whatever, because, Clone Wars exists. But even if you like other live action things, that's your prerogative. I'm not here to tell you different. But what I am here to say is that for anybody who says that this show is objectively bad, or it sucks, or whatever, like it's too woke, or whatever the agenda is, they want to say that the agenda that they're saying exists. No, that's bullcrap. It's 2 episodes. It's a mystery so far. We don't know what's going on. We're still trying to figure it out, and we're just here for the ride. And it's been an enjoyable ride so far. So anybody who's like on the interwebs, or anybody who's in the ear telling you like this show sucks or it's the worst thing ever, it's not. They're lying. There it is. But as usual, I want you to make up your own mind about it. I'm just a fan of the storytelling shit. That's all I'm here for. Like that's my one-arm man. That's the thing that gets me going and doing this. Like, I'm here for the stories, and I like talking about them with you, whether it's on here or Facebook or Twitter or what have you, or even in person. Like, you catch me at the con, you want to talk about stories, whatever, that's cool. But yeah, I would implore anybody who wants to get into Star Wars. If you want to start here, this is a safe space to start, because it'll introduce you to the world, it'll introduce you to the lore, it'll get you a feel for what the Jedi were, it'll get you a feel for how the galaxy was, at various points as it evolves throughout over the course of Star Wars. Yeah, if you want to, this is a very good place to start. And yeah, that's it. That's just about the video. Every Friday you can catch me on Twitter, X, Twitter, whatever his mama called him Twitter, I'm gonna call him Twitter, where I host a space with my co-host, Soul, no relation, and Tay, where we have Force Fridays, may the space be with you, and we have our Twitter space where we talk about these episodes weekly. So this episode should be up like before we run again this week, so yeah, I'll have it on my Twitter at some point, which I'll probably mark it down below in the thingamabob down there. So yeah, if you want to talk Star Wars with us this weekend on Friday, we'll be there. Even if you don't make the space, the recording will be there. So there you are. Like, share, subscribe, all that other shit. You already know what to do. But yeah, I really enjoyed this show so far. Because I'm investing to see what's going on. I want to know what happened with like the fire and the parents and how the twins came to be separated. Like, I want to know these things, and what the Jedi involvement was, because some seedy shit happened, and we need to know like what the freak happened, because it sounds crazy that, you know, Tommy want to kill himself again. I don't know what happened, but yeah, he took himself out, bro. Damn. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow you back on Twitter. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna try and do something like this every week for this show, because I freaking love it, man. And that's it. Peace out. JB out.